Oh my god, guys, what are you guys doing? See, the plywood can produce sawdust. The blade is so sharp, and you're not wearing PPE. Where's your glove? Where's your goggles, man?
No, actually I already late. My parents wait me at outside, so I have to do my job like this.
Yeah lah, some of the blade of the jigsaw is loose and you're using an inappropriate equipment. Besides, how can you cut the plywood like that? You should use a G-clamp to hold the plywood when you're cutting it to avoid accident and injury. It is so dangerous to cut the plywood like this.
Another one, see the wire. The wire is so tensed up. It should be down. The wire should be connected from down to upwards. It's so tensed up, and you guys are working so dangerously. What is this, guys? And you guys are their friends. Advise him.
Can you please don't disturb us? We want to finish our work faster.
Just go off lah. Good day to all. Well, today my group, which is Group 1, will be presenting our final year project. My group consists of Chong bin, me myself, KUMAREN, AFIQ SYAHMI, AIMAN bin MALEK, and finally ADHAM SYAHMI. We'll continue with the next slide, which is the table of content. Well, our first content is identify the hazard in the lab. Second content is identify impact on the hazard. Third one is to evaluate the risk using hazard identification method. The fourth one is to propose measure to reduce the hazard. We'll proceed with our first content, which is to identify the hazards. So based on the video we presented, we have identified 4 hazards. The first one is fast moving sharp blade. As you can see, one of our member was using jigsaw while cutting the plywood. The jigsaw has a fast moving sharp blade which can cut through various materials such as wood, metal or plastic. The second one is inappropriate technique. One of our member wasn't using the G-clamp while cutting the plywood. Besides, he was not paying attention as he was talking to his friends. The third hazard is sawdust and debris. The jigsaw which was cutting the plywood can produce sawdust and debris. The final one is tensed wire. When the wire is tense, people may trip and fall down. Besides, when the wire is tense, the socket might be exposed to the environment and this might cause electric shock.
Firstly, we have noise and vibration hazard. This hazard always occurs during the cutting process. For example, when we cut a material without clamping it, it can cause our hands to shake and not be able to hold the material firmly. Next, there is confined space hazard where small wood, plastic or metal particles ejected from small and confined cutting area that can pose a potential safety hazard if proper precautions are not taken. Besides, mechanical hazard is also a risk in a workplace. For instance, when any of body parts or clothing in contact or stuck in the cutting machine, it can cause cuts, fractures, or injuries. Lastly, there is also electrical hazard such as leaving hanging or messy wire when using the electrical machine. Poor electrical installation can cause electric shock to happen.
Based on the hazard mentioned before, we can now identify the impact of hazard on safety and health. The type of impact included injury of body parts. The fast-moving sharp blade may cause body injury or loss of body parts. For example, in the video, the victim accidentally chopped off his finger during the cutting process. Besides, the hazards may also cause respiratory and eye disease. When we inhale the flying debris into our body, it can cause respiratory or lung-related disease. It can also cause eye injuries when the flying debris get into our eyes. Furthermore, we may also trip and fall down due to the hazard. As we can see in the video, the jigsaw wire is tense and not properly placed. So in this case, people who walk past may trip and fall down. The consequences of fall down may be serious because it may cause broken bones, spine injury, or hip fractures. Last but not least, electrical shock is also one of the impact. The socket will expose to the environment when the wire is too tense, and this causes the live wire exposed to the environment also. If we touch the live wire and ground it at the same time, we may get electrical shock, and this may lead to severe injury or death.
There are 4 types of risks that happen in the video. For example, injury of body parts risk. The probability level to happen is 6, corresponding frequency of occurrence rating is 10 to the power minus 2, and the severity level is 3. Next is respiratory and eyes disease. The probability level to happen is 4, corresponding frequency of occurrence rating is 10 to the power of -4, and the severity level is 3. Thirdly is trip and fall down. Probability level to happen is 5, and corresponding frequency of occurrence rating is 10 to the power of -3, and severity level is 2. Lastly is electrical shock. The probability level to happen is 2, corresponding frequency of occurrence rating is 10 to the power of -6, and the severity level is 4.
The final content in our presentation is a proposed measure. The first part is administrative control, which is a provide training. The administration must ensure the employees done their job correctly. The second point is the regular maintenance. The employees must carry out maintenance and examine tool and equipment regularly. The last point is job rotation. The administration need help employees develop broader understanding of the hazard with the various job roles. The second part is the engineering control to reduce the hazard. The first point is using of warning sign. The sign serves as visual reminder of potential danger in the work environment. The second point is a dust extraction system. Based on the video, during the cutting process, the jigsaw produces a large amount of dust and debris. An integrated dust extraction system can help remove or trap dust. The last point is a wear personal protective equipment, which is a wear safety shoe, wear glove, and wear goggle to shield their eyes against debris and chemical. Alright, that's all for our presentation. Thank you.